Welcome to A Positive Perspective YouTube channel. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Elevation requires separation. We see this so much on Facebook. We hear it from successful people. We just know in our inner being that this is something that has to be done in order for you to elevate to the next level. And I'm going to explain to you why that is so true. Because you have to think about where you're coming from. If you have been raised in the inner city where a lot of people do not become successful, a lot of people don't even have a high school diploma or higher levels of education, around people that do not see a vision for themselves outside of being in the inner city or being what the normal is, uh, drug dealer. Um, for women, it could be a CNA. And there's nothing wrong besides the drug dealer, but there's nothing wrong with that because I was a CNA. But that was what I was used to. And it was also an easier certificate to get to make money for my children. So I will never knock that. I'm just saying that is the normal in the inner city. So when you take that normal and you, the person that is no longer a part of that normalness, and you decide to elevate and you decide to grow your life and you decide to dress differently and talk differently and become a whole better person, a better version of yourself, those people in that same community will either support you or envy you. And envy is very dangerous because with envy comes jealousy. And the person that is jealous of you will kill you. You can see so many stories, even in the media. Shanquella, another young lady that was just stabbed up by a friend. Jealousy and envy is very real and it's dangerous. So you have to watch the circle that you keep. But because you are a person that decided to step out on life and do something better with your life, majority of the people that will carry this envy and jealousy for you will be the people that you grew up with, your family members, your close friends. So you have to be careful with who you decide to spend your time with when you are elevating. That's why the separation is important. Now, with the separation piece, you don't have to be negative and be like, I don't want to deal with you. But you will have to remove yourself. Now, how you decide to go about explaining that, that is something that you have to figure out within yourself. I would just personally let people know politely in a different way. You may can say that I'm trying to focus on myself, so I won't be able to be in contact with you guys or go out with you guys. And which is true because you will be so busy focusing on bettering yourself that you will not have the time to be out and hanging with people all the time. And that in itself can create jealousy and envy. People will say that you think you better than yourself. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. But the separation part is for you because if you continue to hang around people that lack vision, that lack ambition, that is negative, that is a Debbie Downer, that picks at you for the person that you're becoming, you will never elevate. So in order for you to elevate for yourself, you have to separate yourself from those people. Will it be easy? Probably not. Will it be worth it? Absolutely. It will be so worth it to now because remember, when one door closes, another one opens. So when you remove those toxic and negative people out your life, the people that you need to help push your vision is going to come into your life, which is called a soul tribe. So, yes, that quote is very true. Elevation requires separation. And like I said, it don't always have to be negative. Now you can just have to separate people for a moment while you get yourself together, and you can come back. But a lot of times when you do come back, that envy, that jealousy be there. A lot of times you're not gonna be welcomed with open arms. You just have to understand that, because if a person is trying to be their better self, that person will understand. If someone was to tell me, Shatara, I can't really talk to you no more or hang out no more, I will understand that, because I'm going through the same thing. So it's no envy, it's no jealousy. It's, listen, girl, do what you gotta do. I'm proud of you. Boy, I'm so happy that you decided to change your life around. It's gonna be different reactions to or from different people when you decided to have this conversation. Now, if you was to say something like this to a negative person, they probably say like, "Well, what you think you better than me? Why you can't hang with me? What you think I'm not gonna help you get to where you need to be?" The energy, the body language, everything would come off negative. And then you actually really get to see, like, once you get to that level that you're trying to achieve, who it is that you just don't need to come back to. So it's definitely important to pay attention in this process, because the person that you're going to become, the wealth that you're going to obtain, the new partnerships and friendships that you're going to build with people that's like-minded, you actually don't want negative people around these people, because they say birds of a feather flock together, and people will start looking at you differently based on the company you keep. Dan Pena, he's a trillionaire. He says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So be mindful of the circle you keep. And if you ever look at certain people and their life never elevate, you know why? If you look at their circle, they have the same friends. They all do the same thing. They all at every club, every party. They all talk about the same thing. They all dress the same way. It's sad to say, they will always be there, because the circle that they have, they never chose to elevate and separate themselves from people that no longer fits the vision that they're trying to accumulate within their self and their future. And everything does not have to be so hard. It can be simple. We have attachment to people, places, and things. And you came in this world alone. And you're gonna die alone. So being alone is not a dishonor. Being alone and being okay with being alone is an honor to yourself. That shows you love yourself and you respect yourself. Don't settle for less. Your future requires you to separate from people, because it requires you to elevate. Thank you for listening to A Positive Perspective. I hope that you like, you share, and you let me know how this content impacted you.